Okay, for noise reduction, hold up, let's see. I shoot for the Tiny Footprints project. And you shoot in hospitals with very low light. And let's see, I'm trying to find one that I know has some noise. This one, I think, has some noise. No, we had window light for this one, so it wasn't too bad. We had a lot of light for that one. So you can't use a flash when you shoot in the NICU in the hospital. Here we go. And so you have to use a high ISO, which means you're going to get some noise. And then you have to make all of your adjustments in post. So let's find one of these darker images. Some of them are pretty light. If you see it's pretty light, then it probably doesn't have a lot of noise. Here we go, we can look at this one. And so when I pull it up, when I click into it from Bridge, yeah, I can see the noise in this one. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it definitely has a lot of noise. And so when you pull it up from Photoshop, when you pull it up from Bridge, it opens, because it's a raw image, it opens in Adobe Raw first. And so you go to these little, it's details, but you go to this little triangle. And see here it says noise reduction. You use this luminance slider, and you will watch the noise disappear. Now you also start to lose some details. So in order to reserve some of those details, you use this masking option up here, so it keeps the details sharp. Because you don't want to lose your details in losing your noise. And so you just keep adjusting it. Like I zoomed in so I can see better. So I do this, I see a lot of noise. Look, if we zoom in even more, you can see the noise. We do this, we slide it this way, the noise starts to disappear. And it smooths in. But you want to find that fine line, okay, all that noise is gone, but we're starting to lose detail. And so that's when the masking comes in handy. Slide that masking over. You can increase your radius on that and the amount, and just try to keep some details. Now you'll see there is some noise in those details, but once you zoom back out, it all just starts to look a lot better. So I'm going to slide my luminance back down just a little until I see the right amount of details appear. And that looks pretty good. Then when I hit open, it opens on into Photoshop. Now, if it still has more noise than you want, pop back up again. I must have double clicked. If it still has more noise than you want, there are other things that you can do to bring down some of the noise. Now, I always like to work on another layer, so Control J, Filter, and under Noise, these are different types of noise reduction: despeckle, dust and scratches, median, and reduce noise. Now keep in mind, every time you reduce noise, you do lose some details. So you could just hit Reduce Noise. If you click on it, you can see the before and after for the noise, so you kind of get an idea of what it does. Preserve details, bump that up. Go light on the noise reduction. I'm going to hit cancel on this. Another one that you can do is dust and scratches. So noise, dust and scratches. Again, you can watch as that goes away. Make this smaller so we can see it better. Noise goes away, but again, so does detail. So bring your radius down, bring your threshold down. You don't want it to be too strong, or you just lose too many details. So you can zoom in on that. See before and after. Does a great job. But you do lose some details. So what I like to do, hit OK on that. Now see, this is on this layer. So you click on and off and you can see it reappear. Instead, you can add a mask right here. And you can, using a black brush, mine's currently set at opacity 100 and flow at 10. you can paint over where you need those details to be and just have them reappear. Wrinkles, little nose, tubes. Basically, it's the big patches of skin that you need to worry about the noise reduction with. And so you can bring it back. Make sense? It's a little before and after. It's hard to see it unless you zoom in because, you know, noise is small. After, before, after. Hope that helps.